All right, let's talk about artificial intelligence. For a lot of us, it can seem pretty intimidating, right? Well, today we're diving into a community that wants to change that. They believe AI shouldn't just be approachable, it should feel like actual magic. Let's see how they're pulling that off.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You hear about AI everywhere, but it just feels like this, I don't know, this exclusive club for coders and super technical people. It's so easy to feel like you're on the outside looking in.
But what if you could just completely flip that script? This quote from someone in the community we're looking at today, it just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that shift from being scared of something to having fun with it.
So, who are these people who are reframing our whole relationship with AI? Let's get right into it and find out what AI Goddesses is all about. So, here's their own definition. And, it's not a course or a tech boot camp. They call themselves a global lifestyle community. The words that really jump out to me are growth, play, and purpose. That tells you right away that this is about weaving AI into your actual life in a way that's meaningful and, enjoyable.
And this whole idea is really taking off. The community has already brought together more than 100 women who are all curious about exploring AI in this totally new way. But what's maybe even cooler is where they're all coming from.
Yep, those 100+ members are from over 16 different countries. So you can imagine this creates this incredibly diverse global network of women who are all learning and creating on this journey together.
So, what's really driving all of this? What's the big idea behind the scenes? Let's take a look at the mission that's fueling this whole magical approach to AI.
And notice the focus here. It's not about learning to code or becoming a tech genius. It's all about the feeling. They want the experience to be joyful and empowering. The real endgame here is building confidence and unlocking that sense of creative freedom. Okay, this is probably the question a lot of you are thinking right now. Like, is this really for total beginners, or do you kind of hope to have some secret tech background to get started?
And the answer couldn't be clearer. Not at all. They specifically design everything to be hands-on for absolute beginners. So it sounds like the only thing you really need to bring to the table is just curiosity.
All right, so it's welcoming, it has this amazing mission, but what does it actually feel like to be in one of their workshops? How do they make good on that promise of joyful learning? Well, they really break it down into 3 key parts. First, and this is huge, it's a supportive space just for women, where everyone can learn and cheer each other on. Second, the workshops are all about getting our hands dirty and playing around, no boring lectures. And third, they make it super accessible by only using free tools that you can use right on your phone.
And the person kind of holding all of this together is the founder, Faye. From what we can see, she's the one who brings all that passion and creativity to every single event, making sure it's not just educational, but also really supportive and inspiring.
Okay, this all sounds fantastic, but does it actually work? Let's hear what the members themselves have to say about the results they're seeing.
I love this quote from Daphna because it just perfectly shows that mix of support and then empowerment. She felt like she needed a guide, she got it, and then boom, she immediately used it for something personal and fun in her own life. That's what it looks like when AI becomes a real everyday tool. And here's another really powerful one from Jordan. This gets right to the heart of that emotional journey, going from feeling totally frustrated to feeling confident. It's about way more than just learning a new skill. It's about getting a whole new perspective and some real momentum. Now, this one is amazing because it shows just how fast things can happen. Daniel made her very first AI image right after a meeting. That's such a concrete, creative win, and it's that aha moment that can open up a whole new world for you. So once that door to a new world is kicked open, what are the women in this community actually making? Let's check out some of the amazing projects they've come up with. And just look at this list. They're building their own personal affirmation apps. They're creating video magic, designing their own stickers, putting together mood boards for inspiration, even creating something called inner goddess art. It just shows you the insane range of creativity that this kind of playful approach to AI can unlock. And that really brings us to this final, really powerful idea. We hear all the time about how AI is going to be our personal assistant, right? It'll organize our lives. But what we've seen here today suggests it can be so much more than that. So I'll just leave you with this question. What if that assistant wasn't just there to make your life easier? What if it was also your own personal creative superpower?